Why are Jewish people, despite centuries of persecution, often associated with economic success? It's a question loaded with history and stereotypes, but to ignore it is to miss a story of resilience and the impact of culture on prosperity. Success isn't fate or genetics, it's shaped by history and circumstance. Let's approach this with curiosity, not prejudice, and explore the real factors: literacy, skills, networks, and a deep commitment to education. Our goal? Replace myth with understanding and see how adversity forged a unique toolkit for survival and success. Let's begin. Our story starts not with wealth but with words. In 70 CE, the Romans destroyed the Second Temple, shattering Jewish religious life. With their center gone, Jewish leaders made a radical shift. The future would be built on the Torah, not a place. Synagogues and study halls replaced the temple, and literacy became essential for every Jewish male. Unlike most of the ancient world where reading was rare, Jews made literacy universal, a survival strategy. This wasn't about getting rich, it was about preserving identity. But the skills developed, critical thinking, legal reasoning, became valuable as societies evolved. While most people worked the land, Jews built human capital, preparing for a changing world. Literacy meant access to information, contracts, and new opportunities. Over generations, this created a feedback loop. Educated parents raised educated children, reinforcing the value of learning. The result? A community ready to adapt as economies shifted from agriculture to commerce. This early focus on education gave Jews a cognitive edge, not by nature but by necessity. When new opportunities arose, they were prepared to seize them. The destruction of the temple led to the construction of a literate society. This foundation would shape Jewish economic life for centuries. It was the launch pad for everything that followed. The story of Jewish success begins with a commitment to learning. It's a lesson in how cultural adaptation can have far-reaching effects. The power of literacy became a generational advantage, and it all started with a crisis that demanded reinvention. In medieval Christian Europe, Jewish literacy opened doors, only for most to be slammed shut. Jews were barred from land ownership and excluded from craft guilds, locking them out of mainstream wealth. Forced to the margins, they entered money lending, a niche others avoided due to Christian bans on usury. Rulers needed credit, but Christians couldn't provide it, so Jews became the financial intermediaries. This was a double-edged sword. It offered opportunity, but also made Jews targets of resentment and scapegoating. The moneylender stereotype was born from this precarious role. Profitable, yes, but dangerous, isolating, and unstable. Their wealth was never secure. It could be seized at any moment. This environment demanded risk assessment, liquid assets, and strong internal trust. Centuries of experience in finance became a unique asset as capitalism emerged. The skills honed under restriction became valuable in the modern world. What began as exclusion became expertise. The golden cage of finance was both a trap and a training ground. It bred resilience, adaptability, and a deep understanding of capital. When the world changed, Jews were ready. Their forced specialization became a competitive advantage. Discrimination shaped their economic path, but also their success. The legacy of the moneylender is complex, but its roots are historical, not conspiratorial. It's a story of survival through adaptation, and it set the stage for future prosperity. Jewish communities were scattered across continents, forming a global diaspora. In a world of slow communication and mistrust, this dispersion became a powerful economic network. Jewish merchants could trust each other across borders, sharing language, law, and reputation. If one cheated, word spread. Reputation was everything. This informal network lowered the risks of long-distance trade. Trust, not contracts, was the currency. Information about markets and opportunities flowed through family and community ties. This diaspora data network gave Jews an edge in commerce. It wasn't just for the wealthy. Ordinary families could find support and opportunity wherever they landed. The network turned vulnerability into strength, enabling mobility and resilience. Industries built on trust, like the diamond trade, flourished in these close-knit circles. Being scattered became an advantage, not a weakness. The Jewish diaspora operated like an early multinational corporation, centuries before the concept existed. This network allowed Jews to survive persecution and thrive in global trade. It was a self-reinforcing system. Trust built opportunity, and opportunity built more trust. The diaspora's strength was its connectivity. It was a web of commerce, support, and shared identity. This global network was a key driver of Jewish economic success. It's a lesson in how community and reputation can overcome barriers. The power of the diaspora was in its unity across distance, and it remains a model for global networks today. As the world modernized, Jewish reverence for learning evolved from religious study to secular education. The ancient mandate to study became a cultural obsession with schooling and achievement. Education wasn't just a means to a job, it was a sacred tradition. Data shows Jews consistently lead in educational attainment, a reflection of centuries-old values. Immigrant families arriving with little material wealth invested everything in their children's education. The dream was not riches but, my child the doctor. This focus powered upward mobility, especially in professions like law, medicine, and science. The skills honed in religious study translated directly to modern careers. Professional degrees became portable wealth, knowledge that couldn't be confiscated. In times of upheaval, education was a shield and a passport. Jewish overrepresentation in fields like Nobel Prizes isn't about genetics, it's about relentless cultural investment in learning. Not every Jew is a scholar, but the cultural tailwind is undeniable. Education became the ultimate asset, passed down through generations. It's a strategy for resilience and prosperity. The value placed on learning is a key driver of Jewish economic success. It's a lesson in the power of investing in human capital. The tradition of study became a modern engine for achievement. This cultural inheritance continues to shape outcomes today. The pursuit of knowledge is both a legacy and a future. Jewish success is built on the foundation of education. It's a story of turning adversity into opportunity through learning, and it's a model for any community seeking lasting progress. Jewish history is marked by instability and migration. Nothing was ever permanent. This fostered an entrepreneurial mindset. Invest in what you can carry: skills, knowledge, adaptability. When forced to move, Jews brought commercial acumen and resilience, not just possessions. They became experts at starting over, identifying new markets, and building businesses from scratch. Risk-taking became a rational response to uncertainty. This spirit fueled innovation in new industries like Hollywood and retail. Excluded from established fields, Jewish entrepreneurs seized opportunities others ignored. Their outsider status became an advantage, allowing them to see potential where others saw risk. The garment industry, department stores, and Hollywood all bear the mark of this adaptability. Self-reliance was essential. When you couldn't count on the state, you relied on your skills and your community. Entrepreneurship became a survival strategy, not just a career choice. The need to be nimble and innovative was ingrained by centuries of displacement. This legacy of adaptability continues to drive Jewish enterprise today. The portable skill set is about more than business, it's about survival and reinvention. It's a mindset shaped by history, but relevant in any era of change. Jewish economic success is rooted in the ability to adapt, innovate, and start anew. The story is not about magic, but about learned resilience. The entrepreneurial drive is a product of necessity and experience. It's a lesson in turning adversity into opportunity. And it's a blueprint for thriving in uncertain times. At the heart of Jewish economic resilience is a strong system of communal support. The principle of collective responsibility, Kol Yisrael Aravim Ze Laze, means everyone looks out for each other. Tzedakah, or communal aid, is seen as justice, not charity. Institutions like the GIMAC, interest-free loan funds, provide capital and support for those in need. This safety net lowers barriers to entrepreneurship and education. Support is based on trust and character, not collateral. The system encourages risk-taking, knowing the community will help if you fall. Success is shared. Those who prosper give back, sustaining the cycle. These organizations also offer mentorship and networking, incubating new businesses. The communal safety net builds resilience against external shocks and economic downturns. It's a form of collective insurance, ensuring no one is left behind. This tradition of mutual aid is a powerful engine for mobility and stability. It's the social glue that holds the community together. Jewish economic success is not just individual, it's collective. The community nurtures talent, finances ambition, and supports its members. This commitment to shared prosperity is a quiet force behind enduring success. It's a model of how community can drive economic outcomes. As our journey ends, what have we learned? Jewish economic success is a tapestry woven from history, culture, and adaptation. It's not about conspiracies or innate superiority, but about resilience and learned responses to adversity. The story is one of literacy, adaptation, and turning exclusion into expertise. It's about building networks, valuing education, and supporting one another. These values have profound economic consequences, offering lessons for any group. Jewish success is a testament to the power of culture and community. For deeper study, check out The Chosen Few and research from Pew and My Jewish Learning. Keep thinking critically, and keep looking up.